Hi, it's my favorite time of day, the time of day when I get to read a good book to you. Today we're going to read The Reader, and it is by Amy Hest and Lauren Castillo. Do any of you like to read? Do any of you like snow days? Where I live, we get snow days sometimes in the winter when the snow is too much for us to get to school. And this reminds me of a good book to read on a snow day. Maybe this is something you could actually do on a snow day if you live in a place where you get snow days. The Reader. I always liked to read when I was little. The Reader has a small brown dog and a sturdy suitcase that is brown. And a long red sled with a long loopy rope for pulling through deep snow. His boots are high and very heavy, but he is strong, and his train tracks are impeccably straight. They are beautiful. You see the parallel lines of his tracks. The dog skips off, a bouncing dot, chasing his tail, a bunny, a blue jay, his tail. Then off he goes to the top of the hill to wait. He's good at waiting. The Reader comes slowly, pulling his sled across the world. It is hard work, but he is good at working hard. I like this illustration. The dog's just waiting for him to come. The wind blows, snow blows. The hill is very, very tall. The top is far, far away. Up and up he climbs, tilting in the wind, pulling in the blowing snow. And then he is there, at the top of the world. Here I am, says the Reader to the dog. They make angels, snowballs, more angels, and a snow dog for the dog. It is shivery cold at the top of the world, but there are warm drinks and crunchy toast for two. Snow falls, and the only sound in the world is sip, crunch, crunch, sip, crunch, crunch. When there is nothing left to crunch or sip, they curl up close. And now, says the Reader to the dog, it's time. A book, the very best book. Two good friends, says the Reader to the dog, and he opens the book to the very first page. The dog waits. It is hard, but he is good at waiting. And then at last, the Reader reads. And the only sound in the world is the sound of the Reader reading to the very last page, the very last word. Two good friends, says the Reader to the dog, just like us. The dog licks his nose. They pack up the suitcase. Click, click. Then the Reader wraps the dog in his two strong arms, and off they go. Fast and faster still to the bottom of the hill, across the world. And then they're there, home, together. I love that book. If you have a dog, maybe you could read to your dog today sometime. All right, I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye, Nora.